always, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
I want to give double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and who teach the correct doctrine of the Scriptures. All right, and we want to give sincere shalom to your elect out there, teaching His truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. And the Lord is moving here on the planet Earth, and He's moving in the ministry. Okay, and it's one of the topics that we wanted to. This is an open forum, but how could we not help but talk about all the folly in Israel, because it's been magnified in 2025 going into 2026. The latest is the Genesis Israelites just saying all kinds of nonsense, trying to build up the Israelite community. Okay, you using totally butchering Matthew 12 about the signs of the Lord's coming. Okay, and what it really means. And these guys are just going off, man, and they like it says in Titus, they must be stopped, man, and they need to be rebuked openly and sharply. Okay,
I got something I want to start with, if you don't mind.
All right.
This is Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 9. It says, "Remember the former things of old, for I am Yahweh, and there is none else. I am Yahweh, and there is none else like me, declaring the end from the beginning."
Right, and we're in that time where the Lord is letting His prophecies play out on the planet Earth. Okay, that is what should be the focus right now. Is the prophecies, man.
Mm-hmm.
The MOTB, not just the MOTB itself, but the system that's being built around it right now. Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, everything is going towards AI data centers, man. Everything. They had an update on that NVIDIA. They're worth 16% of the total U.S. economy, man. One company. Okay, and they're the big boy when it comes to AI processing chips. They're getting so big that they're saying, "Fuck the consumer market. We're just going to dedicate almost all of our production to making AI chips from now on, man, because that's where the money is." Mm-hmm. And then you had Trump. He's asking Congress to set up guidelines. And we know Trump. If they don't do it, he'll just do an executive order. He's telling them. He's telling Congress that he wants all kinds of regulations on AI, man, because he's saying it's the future. Okay, and it is. Okay. But what are you guys talking about? You talk about saving the heathen. You talk about building the Israelite community.
They basically want to restart everything we've been taught. They're trying to remix it, and they want to they basically want us to start over. Mm-hmm. Like, here it is, we at the end. The doctrine is pretty much set. It is what it is, and they want to reintroduce. They want to just set us backwards,
instead of they want to establish. They want to set base here in Babylon, man, with all that Israelite community talk that Hakkad was talking about, man. How can we progress the Israelite community?
And we've been progressing.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord don't give a shit about 2/3 of our people right now. Mm-hmm. And if you're talking about the people inside this Israelite community right now, the Lord has it to where He wants us to have different doctrines and different beliefs. That's how the Lord got it set up. All right, it's not, you can't fix that. Okay, we're not gonna all come on one accord. All right, we're living in the times where Yahweh Bashim Yahushai wants to see different doctrines amongst Israelite camps, so the elect can be, so the ones that He's dealing with, the men that He's dealing with can be sought after. Mm-hmm. That's why the Lord has it like that, because it's definitely evident who He's dealing with if you have eyes to see.
Yep, and one of the things that I've noticed from the Genesis Israelites is, since they came out with this new wine, we should call it, right? This new wine, is they've been using, because I've been paying close attention to it, they've been using Christ a lot more. They're sounding more like IUIC every day, man. That's because the Lord is taking the spirit from you guys. You know?
It says declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not done yet, saying my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure.
So his counsel will stand, man, because there's really only one counsel of the Lord, man. And you got to come up the right way. Actually, let me was it 10? John 10.
I got it.
Okay. You got the speed. I got the backup.
Yeah. This is the book of John, chapter 10 and verse 1. It says, Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door unto the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber.
Then y'all coming up corruptly, man. Sneaking in through the windows and shit. Okay? This is the Lord's house, man. You know?
They inviting heathens in it.
And they said, and it says in Amos 9 that the Lord is building up the tabernacles of David as of old, and his eyes are set on the sinful kingdom, man. Ain't no heathen in the tabernacle of David. That's representative of the elect.
Yeah, David subdued the heathen. You know, he had Esau and other nations up under him. He was superior to the heathen nations, man. It says, but he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice, and he calleth his own sheep by name and leadeth them out.
That's what Yahushua said. My sheep hear my voice. Okay, not everybody who calls himself an Israelite is of the Lord's sheep, man. Okay?
It says,
that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to just be cool with everybody, man. They go along to get along spirit. Okay, that's why when it came to those, those Israelite unity camps that they had a couple years ago when Al-Azhar was still in charge of the Sakari, they were one of the main ones pushing for that shit, man. Okay?
Kind of says, and when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. And a stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him, for they know not the voice of strangers. So that means they're not going to go up some other way. They're not going to follow some other curriculum. All right, I'll use that for lack of a better term. That's Esau's educational term. You know, when they teach you a curriculum. All right, the elect, they're not going to follow a different curriculum. They're going to stay with the true doctrine. They're not going to say that these heathens, all right, could be delivered.
Could be steadfast.
Yeah, and they're going to
unmovable.
Yeah, they're going to stand firm on the doctrine, they're going to stand firm on business.
10 toes down, as they say. I've seen a lot of videos about that. You just search for the term, and it comes up, man. 10 toes down, man. That's how we got to be about this thing. But now you guys want to
look that up in the Urban Dictionary.
You want to appeal to the least common denominator, man. Get everybody involved. Okay, the Lord said that He was building a small sanctuary, and that there shall be a remnant that shall be saved, man. A remnant, not the whole thing, not the whole kit and caboodle, not this big grand thing, man. That's what Christianity is. Christianity is all inclusive. Okay.
I got that definition, 10 toes down. In the Urban Dictionary, it says, up on your feet, standing firm, feet planted, well grounded, posted up, and on guard.
Yeah, that's what they teach. That's what they teach higher ups in the military, man. When you get like a new soldier who, you know, because obviously a lot of the guys in the military that are experienced are a little older. when you get in their face and you chew their ass out, you got to stand 10 toes down. It's an intimidation tactic, man. Mm-hmm. It's a sign of strength, of power. Like, no, I'm not gonna. This is how it is. Okay, and you guys, you're wishy-washy with your doctrine. Okay, constantly changing things up. That's not being 10 toes down. Our apostles have been 10 toes down the whole time we've been in this thing. The only thing that they really changed was what was that? The star of Remphan. Remember back in the day when we had that star on all the signs? That was pretty much it, man. All right, this is Zephaniah 1:12, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees. Right?
Hey, and that's a lot of these. That's what a lot of these guys are. They settled, man. They settled on their lees. They're comfortable. You know. They
complacent.
A lot of them, they're complacent. A lot of their pockets are full. You know, so they don't really, they don't have the spirit of when your pockets is full and you're not in need for anything. You have the spirit of you don't really care if the destruction come or not. Mm-hmm. Now you want to build in the Babylon the Great. Now you want to buy land. Mm-hmm. Now you want to change the doctrine up. Now you want to be the new leader of a new movement that's gonna last another 10, 50. We ain't looking that far, man. You're ready to get the fuck up out of here right now. Every day in this place is hell, man. Even if you do got a little extra something, it's still hell.
Mm-hmm. The scriptures say, "Trust not in uncertain riches," man.
You know,
and to render unto, and Yahushua said, "Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's." That's Caesar's money, man. Mm-hmm. You sit there, you look at them FRNs. They got an Egyptian idol or Egyptian god on the back of it, man.
And an Edomite.
Yeah, Edomite on the other side.
Yeah.
Slave master on the one side, and an Egyptian god on the other.
We need new bodies, man. You know, we're tired of suffering in this place, man. Mm-hmm. You know, every other day you got something wrong with you. Like Yash said, we getting older.
Oh, well,
you know, every other day is something with these fucking bodies, man.
That's why, I got a lot of respect for the apostles, man. I don't know how the hell they're doing it, man.
Well, they do, they do push that we're supposed to take care of ourselves, and they're right. You know, they take care of themselves. They take care of themselves. They exercise. Pretty sure they do the best they can do, and that's what we're supposed to do, man. Because like right now we both kind of a little jacked up, different ailments and stuff, man. But these bodies, they just, in general, they suck. Mm-hmm. All right, these fucking chains of darkness, man.
And the scriptures also talk about fighting the good fight of faith, man. That's Paul talked about that in the infirmities. Actually,
it's a battle, it's a fight. At the end of the day, it's a battle and it's a fight, man. So we gotta get through it. But it definitely sucks, but then you might look at your situation and you might be catching some hell, but then it's a brother that's in a way worse position than you.
Yeah.
He might really be, battling like an internal disease or something, and then it makes you think like, damn, let me man the fuck up,
Or he might have been put in some situation where, man, I'm not giving out names, but I spoke to a brother a couple years ago in another state, and his woman left and took the kids, man. Mm-hmm. And that was a real tough pill for him to swallow, man. And I'm sure he still deals with it today. Okay, but he'll get him back. But this is 2 Corinthians 12:9, and he said, and then we'll go back to Zephaniah. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee. Right, that's what's sufficient for us, man. It's the grace of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. For my strength is made perfect in weakness.
Right, so you might be going through a particular time where, physically you might not have it. You might be battling pain, ailments, things like that. But, through suffering, we're made perfect. All right, whatever you may be going through suffering, Yahweh Shem Yahshai is going to make you perfect, man. And it sucks when you in pain, it sucks. But that's what it means to suffer, which really it means patience. When you suffer, you're supposed to like if you suffering, if you be impatient, so like if I'm saying it backwards, if you be impatient, that means you kind of suffering. Because you might want something so bad, but you got to be patient. Like the kingdom, we want the kingdom so bad, man. We be impatient, but internally we righteously suffering, man. But we gotta wait though.
It's like we gotta really hasten his coming and really want the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but we also have to be thankful too.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't just be a miserable bitch all the time, man. You gotta be, thankful. Hey, we're Most High still put roof on our heads. We still have the ability to provide.
You gotta be thankful in your pain.
Right.
In your ailments.
And you can't thankful that we can be in this ministry and see brothers grow in that.
Yeah, you can't just be thankful when when things are going good, and then when shit go bad for you, you cussing the Lord out and shit. Nah, you can't be like that.
Yeah, it's a spoiled brat.
Yeah. Syndrome. So even in your misery or in your pain, you gotta still say Thawadi Haba Shem Yahshai, ask the Lord to heal you or, take the pain away, because sometimes the Lord will put you in a position just so you call upon him. He might bring some pain upon your ass just so I know how to get him over here, Let me slap him with something real quick. He'll come. That really means he's dealing with you though. Because if everything is all good and dandy and fine and you all living all deliciously and fat, and the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. Because you ain't thinking about the Lord when you in that state. When you living in fatness and you got everything your hearts can desire on this side, you ain't thinking about the Lord, man. You thinking about how you can spend the money, how you can live in pleasure, how you can see women, how you can buy things. The last thing on your mind is, oh, I'm thinking about the Lord. That's why the scriptures say, give me poverty nor riches. Because the Lord knows what riches will do to you, man, on this side. Now, when we in the kingdom, having riches is going to be a totally different thing. Because we're gonna be perfect. We're going to be righteous. But on this side, we go through things, and the Lord's going to keep us grounded, man. Go ahead, Salakia.
Back in 2 Corinthians 12:9, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I glory in my infirmities, that the power of Yahweh Shai may rest upon me. And that's really what it's all about, man. Is just following the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. I do want to go back to Zephaniah, but I got to bring this out before I have a mental relapse. Since this scripture was in my mind.
You brothers out there, man, make sure you steadily enduring, constantly enduring, man, because the road to righteousness can have certain speed bumps and obstacles, but you got to stay on the right path.
We come in all different kinds of forms, man.
Yeah, it's all a test.
It can come through, like we're getting into infirmities right now, coming to financial hardship, and coming to loss, and coming other people fucking bugging the fuck out of you,
Mm-hmm.
Persecution, Matthew 5:11, that's a blessing to be persecuted.
Yeah.
For the Lord. This is Romans 8:26. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, for we know not what we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered. actually, that's a good scripture, but let me scroll down. So okay, this is 35. Let's think of 25. Romans 8:35. Who shall separate us from the love of Yahweh Shai? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? As is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. Mm-hmm. It's spiritual. We conquer all that, you know. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come. Right? A lot of these guys, they know what's coming. They know what's coming, and they get scared and rely on the things of the world. Nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, our Lord. So none of those things, man. None of those things. Notice how it says creature. A lot of y'all got a worldly spirit, so the opinions and this political correctness and all this modern day society, man. All right, it keeps you from the love of Yahweh Shai, man, because you want to be seen with the in crowd, man. You don't want to go against the grain. Like one of the things that we constantly come under fire for is the you know, I'm trying to find a good way to say it, little girls thing. Okay, mm-hmm. Which Captain Tazariak recently fumbled on that. Okay, and Apostle Gabar looked it up, and the AI search said that the average woman got married in ancient Israel when she was 12.1 years old.
Yeah,
it said that 12.1. It didn't say 12. Didn't say.
And it's simple. It's simple. Sometimes it was 12. Sometimes it was 13. Sometimes it was 14 or 15. Mm-hmm. It all depends on when her cycle began, the flower of her age. Mm-hmm. But we have to understand that now, and we talk about this all the time. We have to understand that we were raised in the ways of the West in a totally different system. Okay, now we're simply bringing up ancient biblical times, man, and that's how things were done back then. Okay, what's wrong with us saying that? Hey, that's how things were done back then. Okay, if you were living back then during that time, that was the custom. But Esau has completely tainted your mind. Okay.
Yep.
And as far as the whole grape thing goes, we already explained it. There's a law in place in case it happens. Simple as that. Okay? Because it did happen. Esau don't have a law on that shit. He just will lock you up. You know? The Lord don't deal like that. He said you're gonna have to get a father 50 shekels, and then you gotta take the woman that's gotta be your wife. Mm-hmm. Since you did that act.
Then they you know what it is, they're too scared to, because they got a lot of women followers, man.
They're PC Israelites.
Yep, PC Israelites.
Just say what's in the scriptures, man.
You know?
Just say what's in the scriptures.
We're not saying that you have to abide by that in this society, but that's just how it is.
Yeah.
You know?
And women got married at a young age back in ancient Israel.
Mm-hmm. And they have your great grandparents and grandparents got married at a young age. Man.
You don't even got to go back to ancient Israel. You can go back 4 or 5 generations. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Mm-hmm. It's simple, man.
Your grandmother, oh yeah, or your great grandmother, yeah, I had your grandmother when I was 14. All right, you know, and back then they used to have 13 kids and shit, man.
My grandfather, man, he had 12 other, so he was a 13th child. brothers and sisters, man. And that wasn't like uncommon either.
It was normal.
Mm-hmm.
That's because they had a more of a family structure,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So the woman would have 10 plus kids, man. They might have had her first kid when she was young. But you know, niggas just try to complicate things. That's all it is.
And just to show you how far America has fallen, okay. My great grandfather used to provide for all those children. He didn't need a 2-income household, man. They had a house, and them kids ate every day off of just one provider in the household. Nowadays, you have 2 people, and you still can't working, and you still can't pay the fucking bills, man.
Yeah. And that's when Esau Edom get surely it turning of things are upside down. That's when he came with the whole feminism shit and said, you know what, I'm gonna turn everything around, turn everything upside down. That's what he did. Pushed the woman out of the house, man.
Was that 29 and 16?
And that's why you got all this damn chaos today within people's households, man, because the woman could go out and she feel like she's equal to you because she makes equivalent or more money to you. And that's confusion.
Mm-hmm. And that creates lack of order and discipline in the household, man. And you're mixing the roles.
It divides.
Mm-hmm. Causes division. That's why a lot of reason why these young people, man, they're saying mental illness is at an all-time high. Anxiety, depression amongst these youth, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's done by design. This is Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
Yeah, he turned everything upside down. He turned the family structure upside down. Get Isaiah 5 and 20. All right, he calls evil good and good evil. Okay?
And we could get
he pumps you with these
was it 3 and 12 after that?
He pumps you with these pharmaceuticals. He gives you temporary relief. You know, he don't promote the medicines out of the earth. He promotes his pharmakia, man.
The pharmakia, man. He makes it to where people can freely get the tobacco, the cannabis, and the alcohol at the local stores now, right? Just to keep you, complacent and a good little worker slave, man. Yeah. Gives you that shit just to calm your ass down so you could deal with the hell you're going through.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you brothers something like. So right now, pretty much, I got the crazy toothache and the headache, right? So normally people will say, you know, I'm gonna get the pain reliever, which is nothing wrong with having this, you know, if you need it or whatever. But I tried a little better remedy. Lord willing, it could work though. I just got some clove oil, some coconut oil, and I'm just hoping that it helps the toothache, and some peppermint oil. But this would be a better option, you know, than to just be taking fucking ibuprofen every 4 hours and fucking up your liver. You know. But sometimes a brother might need to take an aspirin. Okay, cool. You know.
Esau give their ass hydrocodones.
But if you take too many of those aspirins, man, you know, it damages your liver. So you gotta just try to do something different.
Just like if a lot of people when they get older, they get nasal problems, man. Mm-hmm. Where they have a hard time breathing out of one or both of their sinuses, they give them fucking Afrin shit. Well, that's what I hear, that they give them Afrin shit when really most of it is just getting away from the standard American diet, man.
And Esau is big on that fucking blood pressure medication, man. He's big on that. And what you should do with that is eat particular foods. And that'll help change your diet. Your blood pressure will get better.
Regulate itself.
But yeah, he gives you a handful of pills. Make sure you take this every day. Every day. You know, nah, man.
This is licensed drug dealers, man.
Yeah.
Taking that shit for the rest of your fucking life. Well, really, all you need to do is just watch what you eat and take and research the proper herbs to take.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like certain blood thinners, like cayenne pepper. Well, I don't want to get too much. I don't want to get flagged for.
They're gonna say you're giving out the medical info.
Yeah, medical misinformation for telling people to take fucking
But even with the whole diabetes, man, you can reverse that with the diet.
Bilberry and hawthorn or whatever it is.
Yeah. But my brother had like he was like a diabetic, and he changed his diet, and he went to the doctor the next time, and they told him he didn't have it no more, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he basically changed his diet for like a year, and then he went back, and they was like, oh, what'd you do? What'd you been? They was like, what have you been doing? He told him I changed how I ate.
I know somebody who had real bad IBS. What is that? Irritable bowel syndrome, man. But they pretty much couldn't eat fucking hardly anything, and they were young, and they just went on a carnivore diet, man, and got rid of that shit after like 6 months. Oh man, we just had a bunch of comments come up at the same time.
What was it?
All at the same time.
I'll read some of them. You go ahead. I'll read them.
Okay.
Let's see what we have. Okay, this is Rajaziah 144. Shalom. Proverbs 30:8. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me food convenient for me.
Mm-hmm.
Spiritual Art 144. Yahweh Shema Shabrakatah. Shalom, brother. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, the brother Bashar. Shalom. The brother posted Ecclesiastes 38:4. The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. Right. So sometimes when you're dealing with, certain things, you got to go to, the herbs, man. You got to try your best. All right. We all at the end of the day, truly, we all can even do better than what we do, but some things you might want to, try a little bit more natural remedies, because it's more beneficial for your body. All right. Versus, like I said, taking all that damn pharmacia. Go ahead.
Well, hey, what was I gonna say? See, there it is, right there. The so-called brain fart, man. But yeah, our bodies, man. Even when you get the good shit, even when you get the good stuff, everything is still tainted.
Right.
Okay. But this is Ecclesiasticus 30:14. Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinity wealth. That makes me think of, who is that fucking science? Stephen Hawking. That guy. He had all that money, all that smarts, and he's sitting there in a fucking wheelchair like this his whole life. Couldn't do shit. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. Death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness. So it's better.
Read the first part again.
The first verse, verse 15.
Yeah.
Health and good estate of body are above all gold.
And that's why, we was mentioning how sometimes the Lord will, plague you to make you come to him. Sometimes the Lord will plague you to wake you up. Let you know you need to do this better, you need to do that better. And I was even contemplating that within myself. Like, I need to stop eating this, I need to stop eating that. Because you feel the outcomes in your body when you do particular things. Your body will basically tell on you and let you know. If you don't want to feel like shit, then you got to chill out.
And it makes you It kind of like turns you into a scholar in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be on there research. Now that we got Chat GPT, back in the day we had to do 1,000 Google searches. Well, whenever we had a health issue come up and you didn't know what the hell was real and what was just a damn blog post. But now we got the GPT. You can do some real deep research, man. That's another field that's gonna be fucked up soon is the medical field, man. You know, they're saying that this AI can detect a lot of things better than these so-called doctors can, man. And people don't need to go to the doctor no more. They can just ask ChatGPT what's wrong with them.
Mm-hmm.
Paying all that money, you know, and they're saying that health insurance is a big issue in America as far as bankruptcies and that. The fuck you need all that help? I mean, yeah, if you do, you know, cool, but what the hell you need all that damn health insurance for, man? Everybody's got a physician on their phone right now.
I got something real quick. This is the book of Job, chapter 13 and verse 3. Surely I would speak to the Almighty and desire to reason with the Most High. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value.
And this whole medical system is a big forged lie. You go to any hospital, any doctor, any big pharmaceutical company, right? The logos all go back to Babylonian witchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So
it's that satanic symbolism that they put on you.
Skleptis.
Yeah, Slepius, and the staff of Caduceus and all that, and the vicious cauldron. Okay, but if you tell that to these average peons out here,
Shouldn't you know that if you went to medical school?
yeah,
They don't even know that shit, man. If you said, what's that? Hey, what's that? If you ask the damn ambulance driver, what's that symbol stand for in the back of
that
your...
you driving in your damn ambulance fucking 10 hours a day. What is that?
What does that mean? He ain't even gonna fucking know because they retarded, man.
They're not spiritual.
They don't know shit. They just know.
You know that building that you go to work at every day, that fucking hospital? What the hell is that damn logo at the top there?
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't even have a damn clue. And if you told them, they think that you're a crazy conspiracy theorist.
Right. And it's simply just the truth. If you go back to particular kingdoms,
or even if they agree with you, they're like, "Whoa, it works. It's a great system. It works. It cures anything." Coming in that fucking brainwashed Edomite spirit, man.
hey, stand now with thine enchantments.
Tell you to take your. Hey, man, did you get your flu shot? That's what they would say.
You're an idiot if you get that.
Mm-hmm.
Fair use, fair use.
Yes, fair use.
You got some?
Back in Ecclesiastes 30 and 17. Just this one. Death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness. That was pretty much it.
And that shows you how serious sickness could be, man. You know?
You really suffer when you go through continual sickness, man.
Or even if you're just feeling fucked up, man. This shit sucks. You know? Isaiah 47:12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shall be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. And we spoke about the staff on these, you know, the symbol or the emblems on them hospitals. That's all an enchantment, man. Yeah. Thou art wearied in the multitude of counsels. Let now the astrologers and the stargazers and the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things, that they shall come upon thee. Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire burn them, they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm, nor a fire to sit before it. What was that? Okay, Con. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander, every one to his quarter, none shall save thee. All right. And when you read up, that's going into Babylon. Okay, that's who the Lord was talking to in that chapter. In Isaiah the 47th chapter, he was talking about to the virgin daughter of Babylon that sitteth upon many waters, which is America. So all these enchantments that this place pushes, all of the bullshit agendas and the foods and the poison that they push on you, the wine, the philosophies, you know, that's why the Lord told him to come sit down in the dust. All right. Because ultimately this place is finished, man. There's no way in hell that you should want to have a continual city here. Yeah. I don't understand it. It's fucking hell. Your life literally is being subject to sickness and payments.
Well, one of the things that's going on is a lot of men are in this Western world are staying away from committed relationships, man. They're not having families anymore. They don't want to have families. They don't want to get married because it's pretty much common knowledge now that a majority of the time the woman could be an adulteress and take everything you fucking got, man.
The American woman is a complete hoe.
She's terrible, man.
She's through, man. Mm-hmm. Salute to the passport bros. Okay?
Yeah, that's what, hey.
Salute to the passport bros.
Pretty much the way to go, really.
Yeah, you get a woman that's not westernized, that's not tainted, that's more humble, that wants you for you. Not fucking a woman that's gonna say, "Oh, you want my number? You gotta cash at me." Bitch, get your dusty ass out of here. Mm-hmm. The fuck out of here, man. And I seen a funny meme yesterday, and I sent it to my cousin. It was funny, and it says, "When you find out you have to be financially stable to date a broke woman that comes pre-cracked," which means
I seen. Hold on, is that?
Yeah.
I've seen that, but it was a different picture.
Meaning she's already dealt with multiple men, right? So it says when you find out you got to be financially stable to date a broke woman that comes pre-cracked, and that's really the state of these American women. You got to be financially stable to date a hoe that ain't got nothing, and then when you meet her, she's already done slept with multiple men. Mm-hmm. But you supposed to be everything for her. No, don't work like that, man.
Done all kinds of drugs and partying and all kinds of bullshit, man. You know, you can't tame something like that. Then they'll say that their past don't matter. Yeah, their past certainly fucking matters.
Yeah, and your body count, man.
Past certainly fucking matters, man. Mm-hmm. When it comes to that, especially. Okay, your shit been done rearranged into all kinds of different geometric shapes.
Yeah, you got a bunch of different spirits in you.
Yeah,
you got a bunch of different kids.
You done had the taste of fucking more different seeds than you could count.
Right. But somehow a man is supposed to be everything for you. No, man. And then you got men on social media fucking hyping that type of behavior up. Send her $1,000 just because. Mm-hmm. What?
Well, let the Lord judge them simps in that time, man. I can't wait till the Lord judge you fucking weak ass effeminate males out there, man. Yep. They don't know how to.
And then women will post, "Oh, I just love listening to him." Yeah, because he has a Queen of Heaven spirit. Of course you love listening to him. You know?
Mm-hmm. This is Isaiah 5:21. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. And that's these people, man. They're prudent in their own sight, and their sight is based on these modern philosophies, man. It's a feminine ass society, man. You gotta be understanding. Right. Everybody makes mistakes. People can change. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine, and men of strength to mingle strong drink. And that's talking about what? The strong philosophies of this place, man. And that strong drink is dripping into Israel. Okay? And they're starting to merge this American mindset, the philosophies of Esau, Edom, into the ministry, man. Wearing fucking hats, and pretty soon we're gonna see Israelites sagging their pants, man.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They probably already are. We just probably ain't seen the camp yet.
Sagging with a garment.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've seen them wear the hats. We've seen them wear the shades. Well, what else have we seen them? We've seen them dressed like they're gangsters. We've seen them bring weapons to camp.
Niggas smoking a cigarette with a garment on.
Yeah, we've seen that too.
Yeah.
I've seen
And no offense, because you're not breaking the law when you wear a garment outside of when you're teaching. But it seemed like y'all be the worst Israelites, man. The ones that wear their garments to Walmart and AutoZone. The ones that wear their fringes. The ones that wear their fringes just to get their kids from school. Y'all be the worst fucking ones, man. And no, it's not a sin to do that. But it just seemed like y'all just be like the worst kind of jakes. You know?
Like there's something going on
upstairs.
Like,
you know? Like, I don't know why it comes off that way. But to me, that's just how it be. Like, you know, like I see the dude yesterday when I was at AutoZone. He had on fringes. I didn't say nothing to him because I didn't know him. But when I see jakes like that, the first thing I think is like, oh, the word is out there. You know, that's how I think. You know, but
they don't understand that they're in the devil's kingdom, man. They don't understand that they're in a war. That they're at a war right now, man.
Yeah.
Actually, let me get that real quick in 2 Corinthians. Was it 10:7?
We at war, baby.
Oh no, wait, it's not 10:7. This is 2 Corinthians 10:3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. The weapons of our warfare are spiritual, man. Not wearing that garment everywhere you go, man. You know, and the weapons of our warfare. Actually, a better precept would have been to bring out Ephesians, Salakia. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you know, I want to keep saying it. It's not a sin to do it. You know, you just got to try to be more wise. You know, because now, we are the fringe. All right. The fringes are just to remind us to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You know, and in the kingdom, yeah, we're going to have them on our fringes, man. If you want to wear them, you know, but you're going to be perfect. So you ain't going to need to wear them. Really. You know, you ain't going to have to wear no fringes in the kingdom when you really think about it.
This is Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And that word wiles means trickery and deceptions, man. Okay? Making you think that, because you know you're an Israelite, that you're immune from everything, man. But the scriptures say, walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Okay? Redeeming the time, for the days are evil, man. You have to understand that we're in evil times. This devil, the accuser of our brethren is looking. He's constantly watching everything, man. Okay?
Redeeming the time.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. And you think that they're not checking everything you're doing? You know, that's not walking in wisdom. Okay? Wearing your garment everywhere you go, man. Okay? You know, you're operating behind enemy lines. They don't understand that this is a spiritual war. Just like the Genesis Israelites, they don't understand what the hell they're involved in, man. Okay? This devil has the ability to just drop a damn drone on your ass or come up on you anytime. You know, every device that we use now leaves some kind of signature or footprint. Watch your digital footprint. Okay? We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And a lot of those guys, they have that, they just want to be seen spirit. Okay? They just want to be seen. Okay? That's not walking in wisdom, man. You know? And scriptures also say, cast not thy pearls amongst the swine. You casting your pearls amongst the swine if you're one of them t-shirt Israelites that gotta wear your garment every fucking wear, man. Okay? Or the social media, or it goes a step further, the social media Israelites, they gotta be on every fucking platform advertising that they're an Israelite. Okay? This is back in Ephesians 6 and 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day. In the evil day, man. We're in those evil days. And having done all to stand.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, brothers, you gotta be circumspect, man. Be careful what you're doing. Be careful how you carry yourself. You know?
That's right.
That was it?
Yeah.
All right, kind. Yeah, so Lord willing, you will edify with that. We're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. All right, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect. Lord willing, you will edify. Shalom.
Shalom.